Paul Lynde, all in the Hollywood Squares. And here's the master of the Hollywood Squares, Peter Marshall.
Thank you very much. Welcome to the Hollywood Squares. Hello, stars. We're welcoming back a fellow who hasn't done the Squares in a long time. He's a friend of mine. We work Vegas together, and he has a hit series called You Bet Your Life. My friend, Mr. Buddy Hackett, is back on the Squares. Good to see you.
Hi, Pete. I just closed here about 10 days ago at the Riviera.
I know that.
Wonderful place. Just terrific.
You were with Pia, who was on our panel. I want you to meet our Miss Circle for this particular show. Homemaker, mother of a little girl. She does volunteer work, and she's married to a pianist in this very city, at the Tropicana, I believe. This is Kathy Thomas. Welcome, Kathy, to the Hollywood Squares. Good luck. You teach school here in Las Vegas? What school?
I teach at Chaparral High School.
An English teacher, coaches baseball, is a bachelor. Mike Baggett. Nice to see you, Mike. I got the glasses on because we're going to be playing for some terrific prizes. And one of you will have a chance to return and play for that $100,000 jackpot. In the first game you're going to be playing for, I believe it's that living room grouping.
Yes, luxurious furniture grouping worth over $2,900. It's a great room collection from the company whose furniture craftsmanship and name is renowned, Broyhill. 11 pieces make this collection a perfect entertainment center for your home. Also, for appearing on the show today, Mike and Kathy will receive a 7-piece Performa gourmet cutlery set by Washington Forge with ebony-toned Fleetwood handles and chrome stainless steel blades for extra sharp, long-lasting edge, and Turtle Extra Car Wax. Extra polymers and silicones make it extra long-lasting, extra brilliant, and extra easy. Turtle Extra Car Wax in liquid and soft paste. Okay, Pete.
Okay, we're all going to get that. So, Kathy, you won the toss. Go get him.
Okay, Paul Lynde, please.
According to Rosalind Carter, Paul, how did little Amy take it when she learned she wasn't going to live in the White House anymore? Little Amy, how did she take it?
The screaming and crying went on for hours.
Really?
Until Amy said, "Knock it off, Daddy."
Did she take it pretty well, Amy?
She has a very good relationship with her parents. I imagine she did.
She took it very well.
I agree.
She took it very badly.
Oh, she did?
Yeah. Do you know, I played frisbee on the White House lawn with her. Yes, she took it very bad. That's a true story. Okay, a break for you, Mike.
I'll have Gabe Kaplan, whose image I've had to put up with since I started teaching.
Are you a gambler?
Must be to be here, I guess.
According to Man and Woman magazine, in an African tribal village, what does it probably mean when a young warrior puts on makeup and starts dancing? What's that mean?
It means that there's a Peter Allen concert in Nairobi.
Very subtle. Very subtle.
I read a book on African folklore by Billy White Shoes Johnson. And it says that when an African warrior puts on makeup and starts dancing, it means he wants to be chief.
He wants to be chief.
I disagree.
Oh, he's looking for a wife. Oh. Yeah, a mate. Okay, you've got the X there. Kathy, your turn.
Arte Johnson to block.
Do they sing Old Lang Syne in India? Is that a negative?
It happens to be one of the top songs, and it was written by the Nizam of Hyderabad.
So they sing it in India. Old Lang Syne.
I disagree.
Yes, they do. Can't put an X there, Mike. Your turn.
Arte Johnson.
For the win and the grouping worth $2,950. According to the Book of Weird, what happens when a wolf man dies?
He comes back as a mushroom spore. Or when the wolf man dies, he disintegrates. He turns to dust.
He turns to dust.
I agree.
No, he changes back into man. Put a circle there. Back in the game, Kathy. Pick a star.
Phyllis, Diller, please.
At a formal dinner, how should you eat frog legs? At a formal dinner, how should one eat frog legs?
After they're dead.
That's for sure. You're at a formal dinner now. How should you eat your frog legs?
Well, I was at a formal dinner just about a week ago, and the hostess became very upset with Fang because he did not use a knife and fork. Because she absolutely loved those goldfish.
Frog legs, formal dinner.
Oh. It's okay to pick them up now.
Pick them up and eat them.
I'll disagree.
With your fingers. Put an X there. Okay, Mike, your turn.
I'll go for Greg Morrison.
For the win. According to the book, The Great Quotations, who is famous for saying, Bolshevism is knocking at our gates. We can't afford to let it in. Was that Franklin Roosevelt, Winston Churchill, or Al Capone? Bolshevism is knocking at our gates. We can't afford to let it in. Roosevelt, Churchill, or Al Capone?
Al Capone.
Al Capone.
I disagree.
It was Al Capone. Put a circle there. All right, pick a star, Kathy.
Buddy Hackett,
Buddy,
please.
in terms of radiation,
Yes.
is it hazardous to eat the luminous dial on your wristwatch?
Many years ago, there was a brand called Radii.
Uh-huh.
They used to put out a watch. Didn't have any numbers, didn't have any hands. Just sent out a white light that burned your nose off. They discovered by reducing that to a minor paint composition
Uh-huh.
and diluting it with worm blood,
Yeah.
they could produce the same irradiated dial without it being harmful in any way.
So you can't eat your luminous dial?
I don't remember the question, Pete.
Yeah. Is it okay to eat the luminous dial?
Yes, it's okay.
It's okay. It won't hurt you.
I'll agree.
It's radioactive. Luckily, they don't taste very good. No, it can get you in. Put an X there, Mike.
We'll go with Buddy Hackett.
you have the
we'll
X
go with
there.
Patrick Wayne.
All right, for the win. Wrong Way Corrigan made a name for himself in the history books. I was a mere child. I remember this. Now, he did something the wrong way. What did he do? Wrong Way Corrigan.
He ran for a touchdown the wrong way.
He ran the wrong way for a touchdown.
I'll agree.
No, that was a fellow by the name of Regas. Now, he flew from New York intending to go to California, and he wound up in Ireland. Yes. Put a circle there. All right, good game. Kathy, your turn.
Pia Zadora, please.
Pia, according to the fairy tale... Oh, by the way, if you are incorrect on this, X will get the square and the game. You could back into this one, Mike. According to the fairy tale, the king's huntsman couldn't bring himself to do something when he took Snow White into the woods. What couldn't he bring himself to do?
How old was he?
Wait a second, Peter. Who? The king's huntsman?
The king's huntsman just couldn't bring himself to do something when he took Snow White into the woods. What couldn't he do?
Was he, a man's man?
I would have thought, yes, he was a huntsman, a king's huntsman.
Okay, leave her there.
Leave her there.
I disagree.
He kill her. He had been instructed by the queen to kill her, but he couldn't bring himself to do that. Circle gets the square. It's up to Britt Ekland. This is for the championship, either the X or the circle. Britt, up to you. Do you have to pay income tax on alimony that you receive?
Do I have to pay income
If you were
tax?
getting alimony, would you have to pay income tax on that?
God, I never had any alimony. I don't know.
We could...
I
Call
guess,
Zsa
yes, you
Zsa.
would have to.
Yes, you would have to pay alimony.
I agree.
That's about the only redeeming feature of it, gang. Yeah, you have to. X gets the square, and you've got the game. All right. All right, in game two, we're going to be playing for a grandfather clock, $1,100 worth. Kenny?
Yes, it's a gorgeous timepiece. It's the grandfather clock from Pearl. Venetian influences, an elegant hardwood cabinet. Westminster chimes, imported weight-driven movement, furnished by Pearl grandfather clocks. And this show's big winner will receive a romantic Hawaiian vacation package worth over $4,500. We'll fly you and a guest to Hawaii for a week at the Hanalei Bay Resort in Kauai. You may relax in your condominium with the elegance and service of a luxury hotel. Dining, tennis, golf, pools, and a beautiful beach. Furnished by Hanalei Bay Resort. And you may fly via Western Airlines with wide-body DC-10 spaceships and famous Islander service to Hawaii. Western, the only way to fly. And you can tour the island on the Puck Maxi Moped. It gets up to 150 miles to a gallon of gas. Have fun, save money riding the Maxi Moped furnished by Puck. And take along a wardrobe of fashions by Joy Stevens. Dresses that have romance, whether it be day or evening, for the woman of today. Designer clothes at an affordable price by Joy Stevens. And pack your things in luggage from the Ventura collection. Luggage in the soft manner with digital locks and scrubbable Duravinyl coverings and wheels on the Pullman. If it's Ventura, you're in the best company. And take all the sights home with your new camera, the Umig Nautica, the biggest flash in Super 8 in years, at home anywhere, even underwater, along with the Umig RS3000 sound projector with built-in 15-inch screen or used for wall projection from Umig. Okay, Pete.
That's neat. That's worth about $4,500. Okay, Mike, take a star.
Paul in.
According to studies, Paul, will being breastfed make you smarter?
Well, I missed 3 questions last week, so I'm willing to try anything. Will breastfeeding make you smarter? Boy, I know it's they encourage mothers to nurse their babies. Whether it makes them smarter, I'll say no.
No.
I agree.
Children who were breastfed had higher IQs than children who were nursed on bottles. The magic of mother's milk. And with that, we have a commercial. Kathy, your turn.
Okay, Patrick Wayne, please.
Thank you, Kathy.
According to the famous line by T.S. Eliot, what ends with a whimper?
A love affair.
A love affair.
I agree.
This is the way the world ends, not with a bang, but with a whimper. The world. Put it next there. Turnabout is fair play for Mike Baggett. Pick a star.
Artie Johnson.
In France, you'd be called ancien. In Germany, you would be Schwinger. Schwinger.
Oh, yeah.
What would you be called here? Schwinger and ancien.
Krefny.
Krefny?
Leon Krefny, an expert free thrower. Yes. Actually, you want to go back to breastfeeding. This could be part of it. Ancient or schwanger means pregnant.
Pregnant.
I'll agree.
You'd be pregnant. You got it. Ah, right. The next, Kathy, your turn.
Playing around with
Phyllis Diller.
Phyllis, my love. Is that your creation, Phyllis, that you're wearing? It's different.
No, I tell you what, it was done by a Mad Hatter. He's in an institution.
All right, see. We all know that it's proper to give your boss 2 weeks' notice before you quit a job. According to the Book of Modern Manners, should a boss give you 2 weeks' notice before he fires you?
Well, there are many ways you can tell you're going to be fired. If they give you a very small office that stops on every floor.